next on All Access.
Pittsburgh has submitted its pick. New England is now on the clock.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So happy you're with us.
Yes, sir. Happy to be here.
The New England Patriots select
The 2022 NFL Draft is in the books as the Patriots select 10 players with the goal of improving their team. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Patriots All Access presented by GEICO. I'm Steve Burton. It's the power of the Patriots and the NFL, with a simple act of drafting players invites so much debate and critique. We'll try to separate fact from fiction and introduce you to some members of the 2022 draft class. But we begin our show with a peek inside the Patriots draft room when they were first on the clock in round one.
Pittsburgh has submitted its pick. New England is now on the clock.
Casey's ready to go.
New England has traded its pick. Kansas City is now on the clock.
We're on the clock.
All right, give it to him.
Hi, Cole. Cole, this is Barrett Nigerian calling from the New England Patriots. How's it going? Cool. I'm doing great. Well, we're on the clock to select here, and I'm going to give the phone to Coach Belichick, who's going to let you know what we're doing. Okay? Hang on one sec.
Hey, Cole. Bill Belichick. How you doing? Good. Good. We're about to make it on the whole here, so congratulations. I'm going to turn this over to Mr. Kraft, our owner, and also welcome to the team as well.
Cool. Hey, congratulations. We're really excited about you joining us. And, I heard you got elected captain too, eh? So that tells me you have good interpersonal skills, and that's great.
the New England Patriots select Cole Strange, guard, Chattanooga.
Well, we got a chance to see what goes on inside the draft room on Thursday night with the Patriots' first round pick. Welcome back. Mike Reese, Paul Perillo, I'm Steve Burton. Guys, here's the deal. First round pick. You said that the Patriots are going to trade down. That's what they did. You surprised? Not surprised?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that that was the mentality. And I think Mike and I both thought that if they could find a willing partner, they would probably move down. I'm a little surprised, Mike, based on what was available on the board. A guy like Jermaine Johnson, for an example, I didn't expect to be around. Maybe even Trent McDuffie, a cornerback out of Washington. So based on what was available, I was a little surprised that they didn't take one of those guys. But trading down, we had talked about, we thought it was a possibility.
And to me, I will ultimately think this draft is defined by Trent McDuffie, the cornerback from Washington. That's who the Chiefs traded up with the Patriots to take. And you look at what the Patriots needs. They need a top cornerback. And if he becomes a shutdown cornerback, I think to me that would be a big second guess for the trade down.
So they go from 21 to 29. And with the 29th pick, they pick Cole Strange.
You know, huge need, obviously. The offensive line was, right up there with cornerback and linebacker, edge guys, wide receiver. This was a position, in other words, that we were all talking about heading in. I thought once two guards went off the board, Mike, I was a little surprised that they went with the third guard in Strange. Good football player with a lot of experience at Chattanooga, but again, it took me a little by surprise.
Probably starts day one, right, at left guard.
No question.
And here's the way it works. You're at 21, you decide to trade down. You got a handful of players, a small handful of players that you say to yourself, we think they're probably going to be there at 29. Maybe you lost a couple from the move down from 21 to 29. Cole Strange, I believe, was in that group that they would have considered at 21. They end up taking him at 29.
And both of you guys say he plays right away.
Oh,
All right,
absolutely.
guys. Thank you very much. Don't go anywhere because we're going to wrap up the rest of the draft, see what the Patriots did, and get your results on that as well. We'll be back with more Patriots All Access right after this.
Coming up on All Access.
Meet Patriots first-round pick, Cole Strange.
But it was just a dream come true. We're really happy. And we're really happy to end up here, too.
But first, we go back into the draft room when the Patriots are on the clock.
I can't tell you how I'm excited that you're joining us.
You're watching Patriots All Access.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America, official bank of the New England Patriots. By Putnam Investments and the New England Patriots, proud partners committed to an active game plan on the field and off. And by Pepsi. That's what I like. Pepsi, official soft drink of the New England Patriots.
I'm Lauren Spencer with your post-draft Patriots Social Media Minute. Dreams came true this past weekend as NFL prospects received the calls of a lifetime during the 2022 draft. But a dream also came true for Patriots fan Ben Lepper. Thanks to Make-A-Wish and the Kraft family, Ben had the opportunity to announce a Patriots second-round pick from the stage in Las Vegas. And needless to say, he crushed it. Speaking of big dreams, Sam Roberts officially became a Patriot this weekend, but he's been a part of Patriots Nation from the start. The new Patriots D lineman posted this photo back in 2019 when the Patriots topped the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. Mac Jones had his draft moment last year, but that didn't stop the Patriots quarterback from spending this year's draft weekend in style. He was spotted courtside at the Celtics playoff game alongside some Patriots teammates and even rapper Jack Harlow. That's all for this week. I'm Lauren Spencer.
I feel the need for speed. I think that's the iconic line from Top Gun, uttered by Tom Cruise. Let's go back inside the Patriots draft room to see how the Brain Trust tackled that issue as the NFL draft continued.
You want to get faster? You better get fast, guys.
New England is now on the clock.
All right. Great. Okay, thanks.
Here's Coach Belichick.
Hey, hi, Mom. It's Bill Belichick. How you doing? Good. Good. All right, we made it.
I can't tell you how I'm excited that you're joining us. And, I know you run pretty fast there, that 4.2, eh?
With the 50th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the six-time Super Bowl champion, New England Patriots select Tyquan Thornton, wide receiver, Baylor.
So they go out. It was like very emotional, just knowing all the hard work that we put in, you know, and just getting that phone call. It was a dream come true. Man, I'm very excited, man, just to learn from the guys, you know, Coach Troy and the other receivers in the room, you know, just really willing to work with them and learn from them and, you know, pick up some of the skill sets that them guys bring to the table. You know, I'm very excited.
So we're 2 out.
Pittsburgh has submitted its pick. New England is now on the clock.
Oh, hey, Morris, how you doing? Good, good, great. All right, so we're about to select you here in the 3rd round, so you'll be a Patriot. Congratulations. Great to have you.
Hey,
how you doing?
Good to see you.
Yes, sir. You too. You too.
So happy you're with us.
Oh, yes, sir. Happy to be here. Happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm here, and however I can help the team, I'm down for it, and I'm always go 110%.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by AdCare. Be recovery strong. Speak up, reach out, ask for help. Call AdCare at 800-ALCOHOL.
Welcome back to All Access, presented by GEICO. With the 29th pick in the first round of the NFL Draft, the Patriots selected Cole Strange from UT Chattanooga. Tamara Brown sat down with Strange in the middle of his whirlwind introduction in Foxboro.
Cole, I can't imagine what the last couple of months have been like for you. Put me in your shoes going through Senior Bowl, Combine, Pro Days, and then draft night.
Well, it's been, it has been a whirlwind, but honestly, I've really enjoyed it. It's been kind of stressful in the sense that it's just been very busy, but for the most part, it's just been, you know, like you get to talk to NFL scouts, NFL coaches, GMs, head coaches. So it's like, it's not really the kind of stress that, you know, keeps you up at night. It's like, I don't know, I feel like it's just any kid's dream.
To hear your name called in the first round and to get that call from the New England Patriots, what was your instant reaction?
Hey, Cole. Bill Belichick. How you doing? Good. We're about to make it in the whole third year, so congratulations.
Hearing it, it was just, I hate to repeat myself, but it was just a dream come true. You know, we were really happy, and we're really happy to end up here too.
There he is.
How's it going?
Hi.
Cole Strange.
Nice to see you, Robert.
I'm Jonathan Kraft. Cole Strange.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
You're so happy to end up here. What are
Yes.
the 3 adjectives that you would use to describe this organization?
I would start out with tough. I feel like this just got like an old school feel to it. Maybe that would be the second word.
But tough is also an adjective used to describe you, along with relentless and gritty. What would you say the strongest part of your game is?
Well, I appreciate you just lined it up like that perfectly. I would say those things. I'm confident in myself as far as, you know, blocking different schemes. You know, in my opinion, I feel like that's the best part of my game.
Now you're tasked with the job of protecting Mac Jones. What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to, honestly, everything that it brings. I know it's going to be tough, and I know it's going to be hard, and I'm just ready for all of it.
Your versatility and the ability to play 3 different roles, you know, how are you able to do that?
I think it's just a matter of accepting, you know, whatever happens. I've actually played every position on the field.
Even quarterback?
You know, through Pee Wee ball. Quarterback, fullback, halfback, defensive back, wide receiver, linebacker, and I just don't really care. I just like playing ball.
When Patriots fans look at you, what should they be excited about?
That they have someone who's going to work nonstop.
Well, welcome to New England, Cole. We're glad to have you.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Patriots All Access is brought to you by Bank of America, official bank of the New England Patriots. By Putnam Investments and the New England Patriots, proud partners committed to an active game plan on the field and off. And by Pepsi. That's what I like. Pepsi, official soft drink of the New England Patriots.
Earlier this month, the Patriots announced one of the most impressive lists of finalists for their Hall of Fame. And now, you can decide who gets in. The polls are open, and Patriots fans are encouraged to vote for the finalist most deserving for induction. The 3 finalists are 6-time All-Pro and 6-time Pro Bowler offensive lineman Logan Mankins. One of the most versatile players, as well as one of the best free agent signings in team history, linebacker Mike Vrabel. And one of the best defensive linemen in franchise history, Vince Wilfork. Go to Patriots.com and cast your vote. Voting ends on May 16th.
Hey everybody, don't forget to get your vote in for the Patriots Hall of Fame. You have over just a week and a half to do so. Make sure you make that happen. Welcome back to Patriots All Access, everyone. I'm Bob's Discount Furniture Studios with Mike Reese and Paul Perillo. The draft. Patriots taking a lot of heat over the draft. Is that heat fair, Paul?
Well, they are taking a lot of heat, and it's been a little surprising. I do think that they had a couple of picks, Mike, that most of these experts thought would be available a little bit later on. I think that's where it's coming from. But I also think part of it is, it's now a couple of years since Tom Brady left, and I don't think Bill Belichick, Mike, is getting the same amount of benefit of the doubt that maybe he did, say, 5 years ago.
And it's not just the media analysts, the draft analysts that are giving him a little bit of heat, saying, they didn't get value for the picks. When I reach out to people around the league, a small handful of teams said, you know what, they did pick guys a little bit earlier than we had them on our board. That doesn't necessarily mean they're bad picks, but to me it's going to be interesting because the conviction of the Patriots to be an outlier.
Right.
And to, hey, maybe they know something others don't, or maybe they overthought it. And to me, that's what's fascinating.
And Steve, it doesn't mean they're bad players either.
Right.
It just means that a lot of people felt there were other players that maybe were more talented available when they made these picks. But it doesn't mean that Cole Strange can't play. I mean, like we said in the first segment, I think he's going to start right away.
So let me ask you this. When do we start grading the draft to begin with? I mean, and how fair is that? Before the players even get on the field.
I mean, Paul, we see it, right?
It's
I
dumb.
mean, right after the
it's a dumb
draft, you
practice.
get these grades. And really what people say is you got to wait 3 years to accurately assess a draft. And I'll give you an example. 2019, Patriots got a lot of praise after that draft with N'Keal Harry, Jawan Williams, Chase Winovich. I read one thing that said A, but if we grade that now, I mean, let's be honest, guys. I mean, a D, maybe? I don't know. I don't really give grades, Paul, but to me, that's the whole point of what we're talking about.
It's true.
Here.
You don't even get a chance to see them, even if you wanted to say, like, well, you got them in your program for the offseason. Then they started training camp, went through a preseason, and they had a couple of games under the belt. Okay, at least you have something to go off of. But Mike is right. You really need a couple of years anyway. But it doesn't stop everybody. That's what, it's a cottage industry. That's what these people do, and it's been going on now for a long time.
Give me a guy in the draft that they picked up that you like.
Marcus Jones, to me, is my favorite pick of this draft. And I'll be honest, I'm a little disappointed overall. So I could be one of those guys that may be unfairly, ruling. But Marcus Jones is electric to me. I think he's small. There's no doubt about it at 5'8". He's going to have a hard time being a cover guy at that size. But like Mike said, he's really sticky in coverage. And as a return guy, I think he has a chance to be explosive. And I think that could help. An offense that has struggled, to maybe match these teams that can put points on the board, you get some special teams points. I think Marcus Jones could be electric.
I'm going Tyquan Thornton, the second-round pick, because I mentioned before Trent McDuffie, the first-round corner they passed on. To me, that'll be a way I sort of define the trade down and what this draft ultimately is for the Patriots. But to me, the second layer to that is the speed receiver.
Right.
They got to hit on him. You need 3 starters out of every draft. We think Cole Strange, lock him in, right, at left guard. To me, Tyquan Thornton, is he more than just a guy that can run down the field? Like, that's what I'm going to be watching.
And to Mike's point on Trent McDuffie, we're going to watch him. 3 receivers went very quickly right after Thornton. Alec Pierce is one. Sky Moore was one that a lot of people had tied to the Patriots.
Pickens.
So, in George Pickens from Georgia, who I really liked, by the way, same kind of receiver as Thornton. So people are going to watch those guys, Steve, and if they turn out to be Terry McLaurin and A.J. Brown, well, you get another N'Keal Harry, people aren't going to be happy.
I'm hoping Thornton is that deep threat guy. All right, guys, thank you very much. That'll do it for this edition of Patriots All Access. For Mike Reese and Paul Perillo, I'm Steve Burton. Have a great week, everybody. See you later.